Hello and welcome back to Talk with Tricia. My name is Tricia Sitemere. I'm the CEO and founder of Control Alt Delete, which stands for Take Control of Your Future, Alter Your Mindset, and Delete All Doubt. I am a personal and professional development coach, and on Talk with Tricia, we cover a variety of topics that are centered around the personal and professional development space. I can't believe that this is our last episode for this season of Talk with Tricia, where we have been exploring different areas of self-awareness. And today's topic is going to be around self-awareness and moving forward. What does that look like? How do we do it? And I am excited to bring on my guest today, and it's someone that I know from way back, so I'm going to bring him on and we'll get started. Hello, how are you today?
Hi, how are you?
I am good. I'm so excited to have Dr. Brandon Gillespie on Talk with Tricia today. I actually went to high school with Brandon before he was Dr. Brandon, and it's been so cool to kind of watch your journey, and was rooting for you and cheering you on when you were pursuing your doctorate, and now you are on the other side and talking with Tricia. So welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me here with you. And yes, high school, it's been a while, and you've always been such a great support, and I'm so happy to see your platform develop. And I've watched you over the years go from, just creating this message of empowerment and really helping people to live the life that they deserve and the life that they desire. So it's great to be here. I am a mental health coach based out of New York City. I help people to develop skills to live better lives. I was thinking of all the mottos I've changed over the years, but really helping people to understand what mental health is and how to be their healthiest. I do media. I'm a trained journalist. I'm a trained therapist. And right now I just kind of bridge all those things together. So you might see me on a network talking about self-care, or you might see me doing my own content on my YouTube or TikTok or whatever platform is out there. You might see me. I used to think I wanted to sit in a therapist chair, but I realized that I can help millions instead of one person at a time. So that's what I do now.
I love it. I love it. So we definitely have some synergies there. So I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts around our topic today, which is moving forward. And I think that this is particularly timely, just given the rough couple of years we've had, specifically, I'd say the last two with just, I don't want to run down all of the challenges and all of the things that have been weighing on so many people. But I know that, in talking to my clients and just having conversations with like friends or different people, that a lot of people want to move forward. They're really looking forward to entering the new year, 2022, and maybe for the first time in a while, or maybe in a specific way, looking forward to turning a corner, So what is moving forward? What does that mean to you?
Moving forward is, taking a small step at a time in a direction that is known. Sometimes you get stuck trying to move forward because you don't know what direction you want to go in. And if you don't have an idea, it's like getting on a bus and you have no destination. So you're probably going to end up wherever that bus route is going. Yeah. So I think it's important to know, or at least consider, what direction you're looking to move forward in. And so, taking some time. I think a lot of people have had lots of time in the last 2 years to think about what's important to them, what's important to their families. And I think that's why you're seeing a lot of the exodus from people working. It's like, this is not this is not where I envision myself.
It's not what I signed up for.
Right, right. And when you're in crisis, you start thinking about what's really important to me. And so you see a lot of people saying, my family, I've got to spend 2 years with almost 2 years with my family. That's what's important to me. So let me figure out a schedule that centers around what I love. And whatever it is, people have had a lot of time. And so I suggest just taking a moment to really get centered about what you desire and what's important to you.
I love it. It's funny that you mentioned getting on the bus. I often say you wouldn't get in your car if you didn't know where you were going, right? You wouldn't know how much gas you needed. You wouldn't know if you needed to pack something.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to eat, so,
Right.
you don't know what snacks you might need to take with you.
I think you say car because you're in Texas and I'm in New York. So I ain't got a car, Tricia. So.
That is a very good call out. So you're in the mental health space. So you like me, obviously have spent a lot of time, thinking about your mental health, thinking about what's important to you. How do you, look at certain things? How do you manage certain things? Can you share a time where maybe you've had to wrap your head around feeling stuck or, feeling like you couldn't move forward?
Oh my gosh, Tricia, we don't have enough time. Like, I think, there are moments when we just get stuck. I can't pinpoint a moment where, because there's so many that I felt like, what is next? What am I doing? Where am I going? I don't want to be here. It's like a rut. But then how to get out of that is really considering what's important to me and what I really want. A lot of times we feel stuck because we don't believe that we could have what we desire.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just look at what we have and what we desire as impossible. And so many of the times where I got out of being stuck is I started believing that what I wanted to accomplish could actually happen.
Yeah.
My doctoral program, I don't know how many times I wanted to quit. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Should I continue? Should I stay? What should I do? And I wouldn't do assignments. I'm like, okay, I can't continue this because if you stay stuck, life will make decisions for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you either want to make your own decisions for your life or let life happen to you. And I suspect your audience and many people out there don't want to let life happen to them. So yeah, I've had lots of moments where feeling stuck was just the way of life. And then I had to make a choice. Do I want to be here or do I want to move forward? Do I want to achieve those dreams that I have listed on the wall or listed in your vision board? Or do I want to spend 2 years back here in the same spot? And that's a no. That's a hard no. It's a no for me, dog.
It's a hell no.
Hell no. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So my clients will often come to me because they feel stuck, right? Usually in terms of clarity around moving forward. I don't know where I'm going. Help me. You just touched on, I don't believe this can happen, or I don't believe that I'm capable of XYZ. So that's a mindset thing. And, you're in the mental health space. I'm in the personal coaching space. So we are resources that, someone could turn to if they did feel stuck. Do you have any other specific, like maybe books or podcasts or anything that you have personally used or you might recommend to someone who is kind of in this space saying, I know that what I have now and where I am now is not where I want to be and I want to go somewhere different, but I'm not sure how?
Tricia, I don't have any books. I just think we're the best resource for that barometer. When you're supposed to be somewhere else that you are not currently at, right?
Mm-hmm.
You seek out support and hoping that we could validate how you feel, but We can't give you answers. We can't tell you where to go. You know, there's an internal barometer that says, you know, that speaks to you, that whisper that tells you where you're headed and where you should be going. You just have to commit to listening to that and believe that that is possible. So resources, no. I mean, there are lots of books out there. I definitely think you should have support, whether it's a therapist or a friend who can listen to you without judgment, and who can be objective or at least be an accurate mirror, to let you, you know, just in case you're being irrational or saying things that are not true about yourself. But we know, we know when something is off. We know when we have to move in a different direction. We know. So I think the best resource is you. And if you don't know completely the direction or whatever, that's where the support comes in.
Right.
But you know, Doc, Tricia, friend, something is off. And you may not want to tell it right where it is, right initially, but you know, deep down inside, there's a shift that needs to happen. And that's the beginning. That's really the beginning.
Yeah. So kind of attached to that, kind of, not really, maybe, you made the decision, you've checked in with yourself, you know something has to change. Sometimes people aren't patient. How big of a piece is patience in all of this? How do you calm yourself down from wanting to, what is the phrase I'm looking for? Chomping at the bit, or wanting to put is it horse before the cart before the horse?
Something like
What is
that.
it? Okay.
I don't because I always messed them up. So, but there is a process, and we have to be aware that things happen through a process. And so, what you want won't always happen. It could be a miracle, but things don't happen overnight. Things happen step by step by step by step, and by habit, by habit, by habit, by behavior, and behavior. And it starts first, though, with your thought process. So if you can't even think about where you want to go, you won't even act on moving towards that direction. So you have to have patience, and it takes time, and it's okay to take time, because if you want to get it right, it's going to take time.
Okay. That has been kind of the recurring theme through all of the Talk with Tricia episodes that have come out thus far. It's like, you got to check in with yourself, and you have to stay committed and consistent, and almost like let the work happen. You know, you can work on something. It's like going to the gym. I think I probably have said that like 1,000 times. You know, you want to go to the gym, or you need to go to the gym. You start going to the gym. It's maybe a little painful or a lot painful, depending on how long it's been since the last time you went. But you know, over time, you grow that muscle, and you can challenge yourself more. You're able to do more things, and you feel yourself gradually getting better in terms of going to the gym.
Right. I think people want to pick up the 600-pound weight first instead of the 1 pound arm, band.
Yeah.
And you build up to that, but you just have to show up. I mean, part of, anything is just really showing up. And so if you're not showing up, you can't get to 600 pounds. You just really start and show up. And so it takes time. It really takes time. But you know what? After you see that you got the 1 pound, you're going to be happy. You're going to get to 2 pounds. You're going to be happy, and you're going to build confidence at looking at how much progress is happening over time. But you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. So some people are for therapy, counseling. Some people are not. I am a fan. What are your thoughts on therapy as part of the journey? And if therapy is not your thing, or you're, I think it's a readiness piece of it as well. What would you have to say in that space?
Well, I'm 150% an advocate of therapy. Therapy is a great way to get an accurate, mirror of yourself, mirror what's happening. Sometimes, I saw something this psychiatrist said, we're we're more prone to do what we've always been doing. And if you don't have someone to take you out of that pattern, to help you move out of that pattern, guess what? You're going to continue to do what you've always done.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need some help. You need, objective listening. They have no investment other than seeing that you work through whatever you're working through, but they don't know, you're not your friend, your cousin, your mother, they don't have an opinion about your life that has nothing to do with the profession and your growth and your health. So I think it's important that if you can't seek therapy, you at least seek out someone who you can share honestly about how you're feeling and what you're experiencing, and just really to have an objective, honest, non-judgmental ear. I think therapy is fantastic. I'm in therapy. I just think it's just part of living.
I agree.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you don't have to have something wrong with you to go to therapy. I think
I am so glad that you said that.
You have to have a mental disorder or you have to have like serious problems. No, if you're questioning things in your life, if you want to have a better relationship with your friends, your family, if you want to have a better relationship with yourself, I mean, there's a myriad of reasons that you can go to therapy, but you don't have to be chronically ill or sick to seek out a therapist.
Okay. Yes, or a coach. All righty. So we are looking towards 2022. 2 questions for you. One, are you putting together some kind of vision board? Are you a vision boarder? What are you doing for that space?
So I did a vision board years ago. Well, it's a sheet in Word. So I just put like an overall life vision. So I have things that I want to accomplish by the end of life. And I don't really put up, goals this year. But I think if you're that person who needs like that reassurance, do that. But it's nice to get things out of your brain.
I agree.
You need to be able to see, because if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling stressed out or anxious, you can't really see all the stuff that's happening in your brain, and you need clarity. So it's nice to look up and be reminded, about your goals. So yeah, I have my vision sheet in my wallet. I carry it in my wallet. Every now and then I'll pull it out just to be reminded of the goals I want to achieve overall. But I think it's a good idea to pull things out of you and put it into a real physical space. Whether it's your phone, whether it's a vision board,
your journal,
pull it out. And you forget, and sometimes you just need to go and revisit. So yes, definitely.
I agree. Okay. And then I guess kind of like my last question would be is, what is one thing that you are looking forward to in 2022?
Looking forward to in 2022. Well, I have lots of different projects that I'm hopefully I've been working on one project for almost a year.
Okay.
And so hopefully that's cemented, and hopefully you'll be seeing more of me. We'll see. But other than that, I'm just really excited about using my voice more in various different platforms, and just welcoming. And I always talk about this with my friends, but welcoming the things that I cannot even imagine. I want to move outside of my own box and welcome in things that I have never even planned on having. And that's whatever the universe is going to give me. So I'm excited about that. But that's pretty much what I look forward to.
I think that's pretty exciting. You're like nonchalant about it, like, oh yeah, cool. I think that's really exciting, but I'm super excitable, so that could also have something to do with it. I appreciate your insight. I have appreciated all of the really great information that you have shared. I think it's just been a really great conversation, and I will continue to follow and support the things that you do to serve, because I understand being in that spot. I live to serve as well. So if folks want to keep up with you, Dr. Brandon, how do they find you?
So I'm on all social, Twitter, Facebook, I was gonna say MySpace, but I always say MySpace, but that's how old I am. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Brandon Show. You can follow me on LinkedIn or connect with me on LinkedIn. My website is being revamped, so it's not there. But yeah, Brandon Show anywhere. Send me a message. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. And thank you guys all for being a part of Talk with Tricia. Make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share if there are topics or things that you guys want to chat about for season 3 of Talk with Tricia. Please send them my way. I look forward to continuing to have these conversations and really just bring this information to you so that you're able to move the needle towards greater fulfillment. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. And in the meantime, onward and upward. Bye.